So I think one of the biggest challenges that we faced is just the sheer amount of noise and disruption in the macro environment. We've seen the increase of law and policy that is further marginalizing the LGBTQ plus community. You have organizations and corporations around the country that are softening messages around DEI, and even state-funded programs around DEI being outright eliminated. So as a DEI practitioner and an agent for change, it can be hard to keep your team, your affected employees, yourself motivated, right, to continue doing the work. But what I've enjoyed most and been most inspired by my work in Bloomin' Brands has been just our commitment to our people, right? We're a company of restaurants, so we're not political or not partisan, but we do take our commitment to our people very seriously. And I take personal responsibility and accountability for holding our executive leaders accountable to what our spouse values are and what we say we're about when it comes to diversity, equity, inclusion, and advancing equality for the LGBTQ plus and other marginalized communities.
I think one of the biggest challenges for me, and I think for the community in general, is representation. Having representatives at every level of the organization representing our community and representing who I am. So one of the things we think about is, are there people in senior leadership who represent my community, represent me? So one of the things I do through my programs is I teach vulnerability, transparency, all through my leadership development programs. And this encourages leaders to be more vulnerable, transparent, and honest, and it creates an environment where more people can be themselves. I have a lot of people around me who push me to the front, which is really wonderful. So I have mentors, I have coaches, I have great friends and family. So what I try to do now is I pay that forward, and I mentor and I coach and I help people in the community coming out of school, going into the workforce and all of that. But I'm really happy to represent my community and really stand out in the Tampa Bay area as a business leader.
I think one of the biggest challenges we face in Tampa is convincing people that Tampa is a friendly city, a welcoming city, a city that welcomes diverse people. And I meet with a lot of different faculty candidates and job candidates who are thinking about relocating and starting a new life in Tampa. And helping people understand that Tampa really is a welcoming place has certainly been a challenge in the current climate.
Fairground St. Pete is very new in its developing stages, so I had the opportunity to kind of cultivate the work environment that I've always dreamed about. And the work environment that I wanted to create was a place where everyone feels supported and accepted on who they are, regardless of how they identify, race, sexual orientation, anything of that matter. We just want you to kind of come as you are. Fairground St. Pete is a place where we really do live by our motto, which is work for all, art for all, joy for all, and play for all, and we really do live by that.
I think the biggest challenge is not having any real role models when I first came out in the company. I've been with JP Morgan for 38 years, and so I predate our diversity and inclusion efforts even at the firm. So it was trying to find my tribe and then, figuring out that it was safe to be me at the firm. I think one of the things that I now do is make sure that I can represent for those who are coming into the workforce now and know that it's okay to be your full authentic self within the four walls of JP Morgan.